Let's go. Go. Set.
It's week 7 of the NFL, and we'll get a look here at Davante Adams. And with him, any catch could be a big one. He's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions. It's the Raiders in the...
And now here come the Raiders. They go play action here on first down. On the move to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
The big fella. He's to the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. It's their quarterback. 48 yards. And the Raiders are on the board first here this afternoon. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring. And another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every...
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Madden. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Off play action. Madden. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. Now a play fake here on first down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 23 yards on the play.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Their mobile quarterback. with his second touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Raiders lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
He had the touchdown run on the last drive, his second of this first half, as his guys start here with the first.
Let's go now. Ready.
Off the play fake. Madden. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Still going inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Davante Adams with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs...
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He found Davante Adams for a touchdown on their last drive, and they start again with a first down.
Throwing to start the drive. Madden. It's caught here by Adams. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up second down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown. Davante Adams with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game.
And the Raiders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. But he's done everything right so far.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play.
Okay, ready.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Off play action. Madden steps away. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Off the play fake. Madden out to his... And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2.
Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Aluakan.
But that's what they have to do more of.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he's been good.
Okay, break. Let's go.
Throwing to start the drive. Madden.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Off play action. Madden rolling to his left. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now, because he's been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. That one good for 26 and a first down. Of note, that last throw right there, putting him over 3,000 yards passing now for the year.
And when you start running the numbers in your head and realize that we're not halfway done with the season yet, you think to yourself, could this be a 6,000-yard season? That's definitely on the table.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything...
Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. Off the play fake. Madden on the move to his left. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Back to throw. Madden flushed out right. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. Off play action. Madden steps away. And he's taken down inside the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Chauncey Golston. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Davante Adams, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Raiders take the opening. So here are the Raiders now to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming. Throwing to start the drive. Madden. He hits Adams complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Off the play fake. Madden out to his left. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
And this is a rarity in the NFL, a 100-yard game on the ground for a quarterback. Even as those passers get more athletic and mobile, we only see about 5 of these a season. It takes a special set of circumstances for it to happen, and of course, a special player.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Looking to throw. Madden. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 12-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Reload!
Off the bootleg. Madden, they'll roll him out right. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Raiders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes the end.
The Raiders heading out to take over. Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the...
And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
A 1st down and then some. Give him 29 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Off play action. Madden sliding out of the pocket. And he's brought down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got up with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. The coverage good, the pressure good, leads to the sack, and it's 3rd and goal now.
From the 8, it's 3rd and goal.
They'll run with Jacobs. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work it.
Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final.
On the set.
Off the bootleg. Madden rolling to his right. And it's complete to Adams. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that.
When we doing the game balls? Hey, I'm ready to get my game ball. Ready? Set up. Let's go now. Here we go. Set. Set. Ready? Let's go. Set, go. Set. Ready up. Hut, hut. Down. Ready, ready.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll get a look here at Davante Adams. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Raiders and the Titans, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 24.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They can't beat... The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. first down. Madden. He gets this to Davante Adams. The numbers for Adams in last week's game. He took out some anger, some apparent anger against that defense. The yards just kept going up and up and up.
Yeah, he was just running up and down the field doing whatever he wanted. By the end of the game, he was seeing 2, sometimes 3 defenders on every snap, yet he was still making play after play. It's like he was running routes versus air in practice.
36 yards on the play.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 17-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
And this is an offense that's number 1 in the NFL in rushing, and you know that has to be the focus of any game plan defensively. But they can throw it, too, as evidence right there. And they move the chains here on this opening drive.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Madden. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game. He's the first in the league to reach 30 touchdown passes this year. Did that on the last drive, and he starts here with a first down. On 1st and 10, Madden. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Myers. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Madden. That's caught by Myers. And he's brought down. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter from Vegas, the homestanding Raiders with a football here. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jacoby Myers, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders have taken the lead. So a tiptoe catch back in the end zone, so tough to do, but he made it look pretty easy.
Certainly did, and the back of the end zone is treated the same way as the sideline. You have to get your feet down, inbounds, for it to count as a catch. How about the backgrounds of some of these guys, though? Did they work out it? Maybe some of them were ballet, some dance, who knows?
Yeah, you and I were talking the other day. I remember one of my favorite kids shows growing up. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He's got 2 touchdown passes on his first 2 drives, and he'll try again here on drive 3. Throwing to start the drive. Madden. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
Off play action. Madden. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. It's a big play there for Vegas. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Flushed out right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
That's multiple times now he's tagged him with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
Off the play fake. Madden flush to his right. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking. Nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates. I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
He's not only thrown a couple of touchdown passes in his first half, he's run for one. Throwing on 1st down. Madden. Over the middle, he's got Myers. A good pickup there, 26 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a block.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. How about that? Their quarterback, as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead.
Remember, he got loose on the previous drive, capped it off with a nice touchdown run. And now starting again here, 1st and 10. And they'll begin by running the option. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Off play action. Madden, he'll buy some time right. And out across midfield down to the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Looking to throw. Madden. And that's complete to Adams. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Off the play fake. Madden rolling to his left. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 1st down, Madden. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Davante Adams. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it.
1st and 10. Madden eluding the pressure right. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Back to throw. Madden. He finds his man, complete. That's Adams. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 2.
Off play action. Madden. This will be caught downfield by Marshall. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 30 yards. Off the play fake. Madden. They'll roll him out. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
Throwing to start the drive. Madden escaping the pressure right. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Operating from the gun. Madden under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal, so a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack. Off the bootleg. Madden sliding out of the pocket. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Raiders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Well, that's what you want to see from your quarterback when it's a goal line situation. A guy who's not afraid to touch.
So out come the Raiders.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Madden. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. And they're going to speed things up here. Off play action. Madden. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 18. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Off the play fake. Madden toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And the Raiders are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late.
Now the Vegas offense heading back out there.
Throwing to start the drive. Madden. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Back to throw. Madden. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one is, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ballgame.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Raiders,
they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign.
And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
break! Hot, hot! Here we go, here we go! Ready, break!